Welcome back to Vuln Vibes, the podcast that makes sure your data stays safe and your cybersecurity knowledge is fun.
That's right.
So today we're diving deep into QNAP's recently patched vulnerabilities.
Yeah, these are really important.
Yeah, QNAP, big name in network-attached storage devices. They just had to patch a whole bunch of vulnerabilities and their hybrid backup sync software.
Yeah.
Now, I know rsync's vulnerabilities may not sound the most exciting,
Right.
but trust me, they're juicy for attackers and they have some crazy implications.
Yeah, you don't want to mess around with these ones.
No, you don't. And that's why we're going to break down not just what the vulnerabilities are, but why they matter to you if you use backups. Spoiler alert,
Pretty much everybody.
probably you. So let's get started.
Right.
So first, what is QNAP? What is hybrid backup sync and why should we even care about this software?
So QNAP is a big player in network-attached storage or NAS devices. You can think about it like a super powerful external hard drive, but
Yeah.
for your entire network, so you can store and share files from multiple devices. And their hybrid backup sync software that's like mission control for backing up all that precious data, whether it's local, remote, or even in the cloud.
So it's like Fort Knox of your digital life, hopefully with
Yeah.
fewer gold bars and more funny cat video.
Exactly.
All right, so even Fort Knox can have its weaknesses. So in this case, the weaknesses lie in a tool called rsync.
rsync.
rsync, it sounds kind of old school.
It might not be flashy, but rsync is the backbone of data synchronization. It's everywhere from backing up your personal files to syncing massive data sets across servers. Think of it as the circulatory system of the digital world, moving data where it needs to go.
Got it.
But that efficiency can come with some complexity, and complexity can sometimes lead to vulnerabilities.
Okay, so what vulnerabilities are we talking about here? Why should I be worried?
QNAP recently patched 6 vulnerabilities in their HBS3 software, all related to rsync. Now, some vulnerabilities are like paper cuts annoying, but not life-threatening.
Right.
These are not those two in particular. CVE 2024-124-4 and CVE 2024-120-85 are what we call remote code execution vulnerabilities. And that's where things get really scary.
Yeah, remote code execution does sound pretty ominous. Break it down for me. What does that actually mean for, like, the average user?
Imagine someone breaks into your house, but they're not just stealing your stuff.
Right.
They're taking complete control of everything, the lights, the thermostat, even your security system. That's essentially what remote code execution allows an attacker to do to your QNAP device. They could steal sensitive files, hold your data hostage with ransomware, or even use your device to attack others.
So these aren't just cracks in the wall. We're talking about a wide open door for attackers. You said there were 6 of these vulnerabilities. Let's dive into each one.
Absolutely. We'll give them some memorable names to help you keep track.
Okay.
First up, we have the heap overflow headache. This one allows attackers to manipulate the device's memory, potentially leading to crashes or, in a worst-case scenario, code execution. Then there's the leaky stack surprise, which exploits a weakness in how the software handles data, again, potentially allowing an attacker to execute malicious code.
Okay. I'm already starting to feel a little queasy. What about the other 4?
We've got the uninitialized variable vexation, which can lead to unpredictable behavior and potential security breaches. The out-of-bounds blues allows attackers to access data they shouldn't be able to, potentially exposing sensitive information. And then we have 2 more, the format string fiasco and the integer overflow irritant, both of which can be exploited to manipulate the software's functions.
Wow. Okay, that is a lot to unpack.
It is.
But you mentioned that CVE 2024-100-84 and CVE 2024-100-85 are the most dangerous. What makes them stand out?
Well, individually, they're still pretty serious, but when combined, they create a perfect storm for attackers. Remember that analogy of the burglar breaking into your house?
Yeah.
It's like one vulnerability gives them the key to the back door and the other disables the alarm system.
Double whammy. No wonder Sir CC, the cybersecurity guru, has issued a specific warning about these 2.
Exactly. They recognize the severity of the threat, and so should you. Because here's the kicker. rsync isn't just used by QA. It's a foundational technology used by countless backup solutions, cloud storage services, and even web servers.
Okay, now I'm officially terrified. What can our listeners do to protect themselves, especially if they're not like tech wizards?
The good news is QNAP has released patches for all 6 vulnerabilities. If you're using HBS3, updating to the latest version that's 25.1.4.952 or later is absolutely critical.
And for those who might be a little intimidated by the update process, can you walk us through it step by step?
Sure, it's actually pretty straightforward. First, log into your QNAP device as an administrator, then open the App Center and search for HBS3 Hybrid Backup Sync. You'll see an update button, click that confirm, and you're good to go. You've essentially just locked all the doors and windows.
Music to my ears.
Right.
Well, a huge thank you for guiding us through this digital minefield.
My pleasure.
And to our listeners, remember, staying informed is your best defense. These vulnerabilities might be in the technical weeds, but they have real-world consequences. Keep your software updated, stay vigilant, and never underestimate the power of a strong backup strategy. And here's a final thought, given how widespread rsync is. Could these vulnerabilities have implications beyond just QNAP? What other digital fortresses might be left vulnerable? Something to ponder as you go about your day. Until next time on Vuln Vibes.
See ya.